Alright, thanks for checking out our channel here. This is going to be a possible repair video on a Gallagher B260. It's a 2.6 store joule, probably close to 1.5 to 2 output joule, somewhere in that range. It's an old style unit. This particular unit was built in 02 was the year it was built, so 2002 is when it was manufactured. I think they stopped making this about 2004. They made a B250 before this model, same case, guts, and everything. Just the case was purple and had a different kind of label on the front of it, but the guts were identical. Maybe just tweaked and changed a little bit, but the parts were interchangeable. And that B250 came out in the early 90s. So this was this is basically like a 35-year-old design. Even though this thing is only 22 years old from 2024 time frame. It was the technology and the design is 35 years old. So this guy's got like 6 or 8 of these B2 whatever, 250s, 260s, 160s. He's got about 8 of them in a box here for us to do. That one says good, so maybe he just wants us to kind of run through its paces and see what's going on with it. We'll check the capacitor out and all that stuff. Come on. There it goes. Oh yeah, this thing looks beautiful. Is that the original board? You can barely see the number on it. It's kind of cut off the top edge, but if you look at those first 2 little digits in the middle of my fingernail there, 02, it's 2002. So that's the original transformer because it's got the factory stamp on there, the whatever 02. So this thing's all original. Capacitor's the old white beige color one they used to use. They went to a blue one later on, but the blue one, the beige white ones are the original. So this thing is 22 years old, all original. No new parts in it, that from what I can tell. Let's apply power to it. We'll just see what it does initially. I'll probably put a new clamp on there. It's pretty corroded. Sounds like a B260. Let's pull this board out here real quick. Let's test. It's 22 years old. We'll check the main capacitor. Those big red ones on the boards don't go bad that often unless they get chipped or they burn up and the shell of it comes off there. But it's a 20 microfarad capacitor. We're reading 19.8. Can't get much closer to 20. So I think we'll put a new clamp on it. I bet this thing is nothing wrong with it. It says good on the back, but he might have sent these just to kind of fix the ones that are broken and then test everything else out and that's not broken and make sure we're not make sure they're up to snuff. Alright, switch on. Can't beat these old Gallaghers. This does have a photo sensor on it to slow down the pulse on it. It's right. There's a little bitty. There's a big LED right there. It's hard to see. Lift it up here. There's a big LED right there. Right there. The one right next to it is a photo sensor. This has all sorts of switch settings on there for pulse speed based on the sunlight or the moon. If it's daytime or nighttime, it tells you. You want to, it depends on what kind of animals you're dealing with. Are you dealing with animals that are active day and night? And you want fast pulse like it is now. About how the speed of it right now is that there, quick. And if we cover it up, block the light out of it. See, it's nighttime, so that slows down night. So right now, the way that they got this set up is night save. So if I move my hand from the thing, it goes back to fast and fast. So right now they've got it switch 1 and 2. Or 1 and 3 down, 2 up. 1 and 2 down. 1 and 3 down, 2 up. And then they got switch 4 up, which is this switch. So this is empty battery protection. So if the battery gets too low, does it slow down the pulse or does it go to no pulse? Well, they got the switch number 4 up. So if this battery had if this unit had a low battery, this little light LED right here would light up red, and it would not pulse anymore. So that's how they've got it set up on this particular unit. Pretty slick technology. Gallagher's was way ahead of their game with stuff like this. This is going back 30-something years. So it should be right around 7,000, give or take, volts out of it. Oops. .7 kV. Now we'll put it under a standard 500 ohm load, make it do a little work. At 1.6 stored joule or output joules. This is 2.5 or 2.6 stored. Let's go to a 200 ohm load. It's probably going to drag it down below its threshold. Yeah, lost a little bit more. So it's about a 1.6. You got 1.6. But if I could find a resistor, you know, like a 20 watt resistor between 500 and 200 ohms, if I had one of those, we could put that across there and then adjust it over to here to one of these resistance readings. You'll get a 300 or a 400 ohm resistor across it. You can probably fine tune and read the joules a little bit more, but there's nothing wrong with this one. We'll charge them a little labor for kind of going through it and stuff, but he was right. It is good. So dirty. Oh, I am going to change out the clamp, this red one. It's got some crust starting to build up on there. That stuff doesn't go away. It just gets worse as it ages and goes on. It doesn't slow down. The black negative tape cable looks fine, but we will put a new clamp on there. I use I like the plastic ones, and see that even that's starting to crust up on it. So it was a matter of time before this would have eventually gone bad. I think that's probably not the original clamp. Those have probably been replaced. There's no way that those clamps lasted 20 years without breaking. They don't last that long, especially when you're outside in the weather. So we will put a ring connector on here. I use an all metal clamp. I got this one here. It's missing a screw at it, so we'll have to get another one. I use these right here. I buy these online. You know, all metal. We usually put some dielectric grease right here to kind of help coat things, keep things from corroding up over time. These do eventually go bad. It might be 10, 20 years from now. We'll start to get rust building up right here, sometimes inside the spring, but that's just a compression spring, lets you squeeze on it. I can use this one because I'm missing the screw right there, but that's just there to show you. But anyway, this video is basically done. We'll move on to another one, see what happens. Till next time, see you later.